Mean Queen here. I thought I'd make my own little video about shopping. We all have to go out food shopping at some point, and I don't like shopping very much, but I try and make it as fun as I can by buying all the bargains, the cheap bargains. I love bargains. Anyway, I'm going to have a go at this little video and talk to you today. I've made a little list. Buying food shopping. Right, what do you do before you go? You need to check your larder, check your freezer, check all the food that you've got in the house and know what you've already got, because you don't want to go to the shops and buy more of the same. Now, a lot of people say you should have a shopping list. Now, do that if it works best for you. I don't personally use a shopping list at all, because I'm only buying for one person anyway, and I only buy what is cheap. I shop on price, and if I forget anything I just think, oh well, not to worry, don't need it. So I don't have a shopping list. It's in my head what I want. Be open-minded about what you're going to buy, what you're going to eat. Be flexible with your eating. Don't stick rigidly to, I've got to have sausages, I've got to have this, I've got to have that. If you do that, you'll find that you spend more money than you need to. And so be flexible, look for cheaper options. Now, I don't eat meat at all, or fish, and that makes for a very cheap food shopping. You don't actually need meat, but if you like it, have a bit of meat. But you can cut down your spending if you cut out the meat. Right, I'm looking at my list here, by the way. Buy on price. Now, you must know the prices that you normally pay for your everyday, every week shopping. If you can't keep it in your head, write it on a list and take that list with you and know how much your shopping normally is, and then you can compare. Don't just go around the supermarket and grab what you normally get without checking the prices. The price could have gone up, it could have gone down. And if a price goes up too far and I don't want to pay that price, then I will look for a cheaper alternative. Something that is similar and as good as, but cheaper. I don't do the top of the range labels, you know. I go for the cheap labels, I go for the value labels, I go for the supermarket's own labels. They're always worth a try. I haven't had very good results with yoghurt. Cheap yoghurt is really not that good, but it's worth a try. Cheap bran flakes are excellent, and cheaper soya milk is very good. But it's up to you to try each one. Try the cheaper version. Always try it. So, an open mind, be flexible, buy on price. Now, I go to lots of different shops, right? I'll go to all the 4 supermarkets, but not the ones furthest away. I just visit them occasionally when I'm passing, but my nearest one is Tesco, so I do use that quite a bit. But when I'm in town, I will go to the discount stores, and I will go to Pound Stretchers and Poundland, and Aldi is in town, and B&M is in town, and Home Bargains, and the 99p shop, and the Cash and Carry, and the market. All these places are within a walking distance of town. So I just drive my car there and walk to these places. No point in driving around willy-nilly looking for bargains, because you'll waste money on petrol. Right? Now, when I get into a supermarket, there are whole aisles that I don't go down at all. And these are the junk food, as I call them, junk food. In fact, they're not actually food at all. Cheap, crap, snacky type food. So I don't go down the cakes, the biscuits, the fizzy pops, the crisps. I just do not go down there because they are not part of my diet. I consider that these are treats, and they are once in a while treats, and I always try and get them at a reduced price if I can. But I never put biscuits and cakes and crisps and fizzy pop in my trolley, because that is not food, right? So that makes shopping quicker and easier. Now, look for reductions. Now, you all know that I do yellow sticker shopping. I do try and do that I try and do that all the time actually, but for a bigger shop at Tesco I will try and go maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks, or even 4 weeks. I don't actually do a weekly shop. I stretch my weekly shop to 8, 9, 10 days, sometimes up to 2 weeks, because every so often I eat everything I've got. I eat everything in the fridge, the freezer, the cupboards. I use the tins and the packets, and then I wait until my food stocks are really, really low, and then I'll go and do a yellow sticker shop. Most supermarkets mark their prices down starting in the afternoon, and then they continue to mark down until the evening, and the later the markdown, the cheaper it is. So I will aim to go to Tesco's for about 7:30 at night, and I will hang around until the last sticker has gone on, and that will give me 90% of my shopping. Now, it may seem a lot of effort, a lot of trouble to get a few pennies off, but yeah, I'm talking about 90% off. So loaves of bread for 10 and 20p, packs of vegetables for 10 and 20p. That is a lot of savings, and I feel that that is worth it. If I do that over a period of a year or more, and I have been doing it for the past 6 years, I must have saved a fortune on my shopping. But it's the same as everything else. If you put the time and effort into it, then you can get the rewards. If you can't be bothered, if you'd rather sit on the settee and watch the telly, well, you will be paying more than you need to for your food. It's up to you. Always pop in shops when you pass in, especially around tea time, and always look for these yellow stickers. But price rises. Now, yeah, things go up, don't they? Price rises. They go up, they go down. You go and buy something and think, blimey, it wasn't that dear last week. It's gone up. Well, I always consider if the price is too high for me and it's gone up too much, then I will walk away from it. Take for instance my soya milk. It went from 59p to 75p. Well, I just will not pay that. So what I do then is look for another alternative and shop elsewhere. You don't have to buy anything from a shop. You can walk in, you can look at the prices, and you can walk out again. And I if the prices are too high for me, if they're more than what I want to pay for something, I will walk out. So I found my soya milk in another shop at the original 59p that I was paying. So I switched shops and started to get it from the new shop. But then I noticed months and months later that the old shop where I did get it from has put their prices back down to 59p. You see, you've got to watch your prices. Everywhere you go, look at your ticket price, your shelf price, everywhere. Try cheaper brands or own labels. As I said before, you try and try them. You never know. When you get home and you put all your stuff away, keep a track of the dates on it. I don't take any notice for Best Buy, Best Before, sell by dates. I buy out of date food. I go to a cash and carry and buy it out of date. I use my common sense, my eyes, my nose. I touch it, squash it. Does it smell horrible? Does it look alright? I make my decision on whether to eat it or not on my own common sense. Now, I don't throw food away. I will eat whatever is there that has to be eaten within an hour or so. I will look in my fridge and I'll think, right, got to eat that today, got to eat that for dinner. There's no, oh, I don't fancy it, you know, I fancy something else. That I just ignore that. I eat what is good for me, what I bought. Oh dear, I'm going to cough now. What I bought and paid good money for, I will eat it. I don't buy horrible food, I buy nice food. I cook from scratch, cook everything as much as I can from scratch. But anyway, don't turn your nose up at something because you just don't fancy it. It is good food. Just think about the people that have got no food at all. Aren't we damn lucky in this country that we can go to a supermarket and buy whatever food we need? You know, and I think it's a criminal act to actually throw food away which can be eaten. Right, off my high horse now. Right, menu plan if you must. I don't want to plan my menu. I want to open my fridge door and see what's in there, check that it's what needs to be eaten next, and then eat it. I like surprises as well. I don't want to write a menu for the next week or 2 weeks. I don't want to know what I'm going to eat next Monday or Tuesday. I want to look in my cupboard. I want to open my fridge. I want to make my recipes up. I don't follow recipes. I don't have a recipe book. If you're going to follow recipes, then you need to look at the list of ingredients, and you need to buy those ingredients if you haven't got them. So you're going to end up with half a packet of this, half a jar of that left, which usually gets stuffed to the back of the cupboard and then gets thrown away after 2 years. You know, no sense in that at all. So I make up my own recipes of what I've got, whatever I've got in my cupboard. Right, it's a lot of it is in the mind, you see. What else can I say about shopping? Know your budget. Only allow yourself to buy what you actually need. Now, if you're hopeless at picking up things at the checkouts and going around the supermarket in a dream, that's when you need to take yourself in hand. You need to give yourself a good slapping, because if you're picking up things and shoving them in your trolley and you haven't planned for it, that is a waste of money. So have it in your mind what you're going to eat and know that you are going to eat it, and don't just pick up, I'll have a cake, I'll have a bag of crisps, because that is not food, right? We all like a treat, yes, but treats should be limited. Treats are not everyday food. Treats are not like a bar of chocolate every day, a bottle of pop every day, a bag of crisps every night, you know, and a bottle of wine every night. That's not a treat. A treat is once a week. A treat is once a month. Okay, so do you think you can apply some of these rules to your shopping? If you can, you're going to save loads of money. Bye.